for Lakeland?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So right now we're calling our mystery guy.
What's up, my man? How's it going?
I think he's actually got, instead of chasing 5-0, it's racing to 4-5.
He tried to go into I formation and poach the ball. You know how you do that with him? How you'll like push him out of the way? And he was complaining about another guy doing that to him before we started playing.
Was it Ned?
At this point, I'm trying to open up the door and jump because I'm like, I don't want anything to do
You're like,
with
what
that.
speed is this? 35? I can survive this fall.
I didn't care if I survived it. I was like, first of all, welcome out. We just hit the #1 in the world. Pickleball Pick'em podcast. #1, boys. You just totally missed each other on that.
That's pretty normal. We have a hard time with high fives.
So
remember we used to celebrate like this after a point?
That's
instead of paddle tapping, we would interlock fingers.
And then people were like, what is happening? And
do
then we just
you know
stare.
how intimidating that is when someone on the other side does that to talk about it? I mean, it's pretty amazing. So, first of all, like, I want to know what kind of energy Marcus is going to bring today.
That makes or breaks the whole show.
Here's the thing.
This dude right here.
Here's the thing. I was up late. I was slamming back root beers and O'Doul's because of a certain football game that took place last night. You know, BYU, we beat our little brother again. We haven't lost to those guys in 6 years. So we were up pretty late partying, celebrating a domination of a football game from BYU over the team up north. So
can you tell us what a Mormon party and domination looks like? Is it crazy? What is it like?
There's tons of raising the roof. There's tons of chest bumps.
Is there any music going on, or is this
people sing? They're singing. So like, you don't want any of that loud, annoying bass or dance music. So it's just soft, subtle. But yeah, and then just all these non-alcoholic drinks are just flowing.
Slamming.
People just eating candy left and right. So
have you ever had an O'Doul's? Do they still sell those?
They do. So my dad, I grew up. So my dad used to drink when he was younger, and he switched to non-alcoholic when he started having kids.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, we would like volunteer to mow the lawn and do chores for him for the bottom 1 inch of backwash of his O'Doul's.
O'Doul's? You like the taste? As a kid?
I just felt cool when I was a kid. So every now and then, like at family gatherings, my dad will have one, or like friends that'll have one. And I'll take a sip, and I'm reminded how dumb I was when I was a kid to think that was like a reward. It's disgusting, but they do. They have
I've
like
never had it. Have you ever had one?
No, in Iraq they used to pass them out O'Doul's because people were dying to drink, and everyone was always drinking O'Doul's. I was like, I'm good. I don't want any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's not my thing. Well, anyway, we did it. We celebrated. I'm more of I was going for Utah last night because I gambled on them, so I lost our predictions, but so I lost a little bit of that, but I'm okay with that. Either one of them. It was a fun game to watch.
It was a good game.
I didn't see anything.
But hey, BYU, pick a shade of blue. Like, look at your hat. You have 2 shades of blue on it.
It's all about marketing. Like I never bought a BYU hat before, and then once I saw this color, I'm like, I'm gonna buy a BYU hat.
You're like, I want baby blue and navy.
I never saw one with it or anyone with it before, so I was the first one. I felt like a year and a half ago.
They only made one of them.
Now everyone
has this hat.
Everyone wants to be like Marcus. The same old story.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to play pickleball just like Marcus.
Surprised Samson doesn't have one.
Wow.
So
well, talking about clothing, and I'm going to try to make this as awkward as I can. Zaya Clothing is our title sponsor for the podcast. So we love Zaya. We all wear Zaya all the time. We're actually going to go to their headquarters, and I think we've said this 3 podcasts in a row, which it's my fault, and these guys' schedule, it gets in the way of pickleball. But Samson, why don't you do the ad read?
Yeah. Hey.
So we actually put in ad reads in here, so we're actually going to try to make sense of this.
Awesome. I was actually second place in 1989 in ad reads, if you go back and look at history. Zaya Clothing. Zaya isn't just about activewear. It's about confidence, performance, and community. Whether you're grinding it out on the court like Connor or cheering us outside, cheering courtside with the Black Diamonds crew, Zaya keeps you feeling fresh and looking sharp from the first serve to match point. That's a first time go right there. It's a first time try. So a little choke up, but it's
I see
okay.
Where you took the silver medal.
I took second. A little bit.
Makes sense.
An ad read. Get out of here. So we were just talking. So yesterday we played pickleball, and Samson, you weren't there. It was your daughter's birthday.
My daughter's birthday, yes.
Understandable. And Marcus, so yeah, I brought a friend. We got another guy coming in, and Marcus, why don't you tell us about your experience yesterday? Because Marcus says he keeps track in his head of what's going on with the score.
What a nerd.
The reality is he's not, because I was keeping track, and I know I was doing a better job. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
And use some names if you will.
First of all, you got called out for your horrible math multiple times during those matches yesterday, if I remember right, Brett.
I was like right on with my math, and you were saying that it was off. I was like, I think that, yeah, okay, go ahead.
So, me and a certain someone, first game, just domination. What did we beat you guys? 11-4.
11-3.
What was the name?
11-3.
What was it? Someone?
I forgot his name.
His name's Hiram.
Wow,
Oh,
Hiram.
it was Hiram.
He
That's right.
played
my
at-
cousin Hiram.
That's right.
He's your cousin?
He's a cousin, yeah. Married my
You're
cousin.
related to CJ?
That's our moms are sisters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But played with BYU.
Hiram, I mean, this
Yeah.
guy is, when you see him, he looks like what you would think an
He's a tyrant
like.
of a man.
You might need to cut that out.
what, cut out the...
that he's a
I think he's a target.
Oh, are we not allowed to
breeder.
say that?
I don't know.
He tells
see.
everybody he's an
He does,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. He must be a good one then. So
I'll just beep it. I've been beeping the hell out of it.
Half the episode is beeped in.
So, I mean, in your defense, I wanted to beep him out of our games yesterday too.
Wow.
So, you know.
So explain, what happened with Hiram?
No, so I'm experimenting between a few paddles right now. I'm trying to figure out my main. Samson's been using the boomstick when we've been together, so he wasn't able to play yesterday. So I grabbed the boomstick and I grabbed the Quanta, and I was trying to decide which one to use. So I went boomstick. I went boomstick every game yesterday. First game again, just domination, just kind of warm up game. Domination 11-3. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're just Brett and his friend.
I thought Hiram plays awesome. He has that drive that's wild. He puts a backspin on it with a ton of power. And
Marcus can't handle that drive.
well, he was on his team the whole
Yeah,
time.
he can't duplicate it.
I can't handle that drive.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The boomstick is not your friend.
Thank you.
It's not, Marcus. That you do not play good with the boomstick.
Samson is not my friend. The boomstick is just something that I'm getting used to.
But you put in a lot of hours with the boomstick this week. How many hours did you play with that? 5 hours?
Before yesterday,
Yeah.
about 2.
So you were 4 hours yesterday, or you were 4 hours total with it right now.
Yeah.
Because we played for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And
I'm telling you,
you're declining in
every time that you want to use a new paddle and get away from that Pro 4, you've made a bad decision. You guys were up on us 8-2 at one time, and then we came back and won.
Two different times.
Really?
Yeah, they kept going up on us, and then we'd come back and win. We went up on them, and we lost.
This hurts me to admit, but
Yes, here we go. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Talk closer into the mic.
Hiram played.
Blame it all on Hiram.
Hiram played great yesterday,
Hiram
and
did.
Brett and Christian, his partner, played the best I've ever seen.
Dude.
But we were up 8-2, and I kid you not, I hit 3 serves in a row right into the freaking net. For some reason, the pickleball gods were against me and Hiram yesterday. There's something going on in your life or in Christian's life that you guys needed those wins more than we did.
Get out of here.
So a higher being limited my abilities of pickleball yesterday to give you something that you needed. So anyways, you're welcome, I guess is what I'm supposed to say. But so you guys won a few games in the middle.
Well, I can't remember what it was. You guys killed us the first game, and we were like, "Oh, this is going to be wrong."
It was a warm-up game.
But then I think we won 4 in a row, and then we won 4 in a row, and then you guys won the last game.
Well, but the last one was worth 4 points. Remember, we
So
decided
Marcus
that
going into the last one's like, this
Yeah.
one's worth 4 points,
Yeah.
so they won
Poor
5-4.
Trying so hard to win. There's like a psychological name for that when you always blame every other factor besides yourself.
truth.
I forget.
It's called truth.
I think it's-
I hit shots with the boomstick yesterday that had no right being returned, and you and him freaking returned it.
Christian did.
No,
Christian's
you did
really
too.
good.
You did too. And so Hiram and I were joking because, all kidding aside, Hiram and I were not playing bad. Hiram was playing great. I had moments of greatness, moments of embarrassment. But we were actually playing pretty good together.
Typical Marcus point.
And you guys were like, anything we did, I thought I hit a walk-off shot 5 different times, and it just came back over to the corner. I'm like, what just happened?
When he's playing with someone that's like a 3-5, right, in that area, Marcus tries a lot harder.
Is he really?
You want to win those. Like, what's going on? Like, you really, there's something about you. You, like, want to win those.
He wants to be the Ben Johns, finally.
Again, I want to reach down and grab my partner's hand and just elevate them to the level that I'm at sometimes.
I wish we would have recorded. He tried to go into I formation and poach the ball. You know how you do that with him? How you'll like push him out of the way? And he was complaining about another guy doing that to him before we started playing.
Was it Ned?
And Hiram's 6'8", so like even though we went I formation, people could still see him over me.
He was hitting
so it didn't, he reached over and just hit it over my head still. So,
but I'm telling you, that Pro 4, you got that thing dialed in. You shouldn't be switching off of that thing.
I know, but we're getting all these paddles, and to give our honest reviews and feedback, we have to play with them, right? But you're right, because it's like, but also, how is a paddle that's almost a year old?
Yeah,
my favorite, best performing paddle.
What
does that say about my game?
We should have filmed yesterday.
It's been the same for the past year. Exact same. Yeah.
We play pickleball 6 to 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Then I come back here, get ready. Had to get a couple things for work done. Then you guys kept playing. Then you came back here. We shot the show. Then we went and got food.
Yeah, we did.
We went and get food.
Yeah.
On our way back.
And you've never met my wife.
No.
And so this is the first time you heard her voice, right?
Yeah.
And there's a code that we use. When I answer the phone and someone's in the car, I always yell, "Hey babe, how you doing? You're on speaker." And she didn't even care.
That's not a code. That's just telling
it's
them
just
what's
straight
going
up.
on.
It's fear. It's just straight fear.
But for her, she's supposed to like tone down but that day she was like, no.
Can I say, so I was in the front seat of the Teslas that was driving us. I see that his wife is calling, and I knew that he was already late. So instantly, I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go."
You're like
Do you
this.
know what you
I
don't
was
do?
like, "Here we go."
Listen, you're already in trouble. You don't pick up the phone.
That was his first mistake.
No
Especially
way.
on speaker.
No way.
Yep.
I'll get it 10 times worse if I don't pick that phone up.
Okay.
And then you're in the back, so she's like, "Where are you?" And then we kind of go back and forth. I'm trying to do subtle little hints like, "Hey, babe, it's okay. We're just here with the buddies going home." And she didn't care. She was going to drop like 3 F-bombs. And she said she should have when you guys got out of the car. And then she started laughing. Like, they probably would have like freaked out if I did that. Like, I don't think so. I think those guys would have been okay.
We freaked out from the first 3 words she said. So, yeah. Let me tell you something that happened on my point of view. I'm in the back seat. And why your wife is upset. And she wasn't really going hard, but you could tell. I was like, Samson is going to get it when he gets home. Marcus decides to crack a joke. Now, at this point, I'm trying to open up the door and jump because I'm like, I don't want anything to do
You're like,
with
what
that.
speed is this? 35? I can survive this fall.
I didn't care if I survived it. I was like, get me out of this situation. Anyway, Marcus.
Yeah. So no, I just to break the awkwardness and to defend, my friend.
Not defend.
I decided
That's a bad word.
I decided to start cracking some jokes to try to lighten the mood a little bit, and
You remember what your joke was? I do. Your joke was, "Hey, I tried to tell him let's go, and he's like, no, I don't even care about time. I don't even care about my daughter's soccer. I don't even care about my wife. Let's stay and eat." I was like, that's so much awesomeness.
Wasn't a good joke.
That's great.
So it
What
ended
a
up being
great
me
job.
and Samson's wife against Samson. So that's but it was
He
great.
teamed up and went after
That's
it.
pretty typical. But the end of the story is she was super cool. At the very end, she was laughing. Like, so I could have thrown some F-bombs in. They've been okay. They've been okay.
Yeah.
Even the BYU guy.
There's no way she was super cool after that, but I like that you're bringing that in there to try to
Just when she sees this, I can show
She
this.
doesn't watch this podcast.
And then so for the next 2 days, did we see Samson, Brett?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, so he didn't play pickleball.
There
We
might
went
be
to
a-
Yummies again for the 3rd time, and
Pick up on him. Like, I've seen a lot of these murder
we
mysteries.
were doing like wellness videos. But then I was like, well, hey, we'll be in a Netflix documentary. So
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be okay.
it helped the podcast. I think I yelled at you. Do you remember what I said when I drove away?
Got a lot of hours of pickleball in this week. It was fun, but yeah, it's good times. Hey, when you tell your wife you're going to do something, let's make sure that happens.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good rule of thumb.
Good rule. Okay. Let's go in. So
Or
this,
don't answer the phone.
or don't answer the phone.
Don't be a coward. Answer it.
So you guys know where we're ranked at. We're still in 6th place, boys.
Yeah. It's okay.
We're working on that. We're going to see what we can figure out. In fact, I might take out that whole story, by the way, because our podcasts are getting longer and longer here. And I don't want to get in trouble. So I want to be on your wife's on the good list with that. Let's run over what happened last year. So this week we've got the Rate Vegas Cup presented by Holland America. And they used to be called Guaranteed Rate, but they changed their name just to Rate.
Oh, okay. I like
this
it.
mortgage group. So, anyway, last year, Beauty won singles, which was a huge deal for him, right?
That was his first one?
I don't know if that was his first one. I think I don't even know how many he's won. I can get back to you on that, and I'll probably pop it up on the screen right now.
I just remember the hype was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
This guy is phenomenal. And he's young.
Yeah. He was Selkirk at that time, bashing the death out of it. His dad's giving him signals on what he should be doing on the sideline. It was pretty interesting. Women's singles, I think this is a first, but it was Fahey.
Yeah.
So and we're going to talk about her later on. She got married a couple weekends ago, and I am excited for her to be back and going back into this. I like her in the mix. And then men's doubles, we had the Johns brothers. You know,
that seems so long ago, right?
Yeah,
the Johns brothers playing.
Wow. Johns brothers, yeah. There's kind of
I've seen that for a while.
And then women's doubles, Parenteau and Waters.
Yeah.
That seems like an eternity ago.
Yeah, it does. And I still can't believe that they're not partners, but what do you guys think about that?
I sometimes when I watch them play against each other, I still wonder if there's some kind of, animosity or some kind of like, you left me. I don't know. I wonder how that be. If it's squashed completely, I don't know if it ever could be.
I don't even know if they were ever like mad at each other. And I think they're both so professional that I don't think they would ever say anything.
I agree.
But if I was Catherine, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. Like, dang it, we did so well together. We dominated for so long.
It's like Kevin Durant going over to Golden State. And for the fans, I think it kind of messed up with us because Bright and Rohrabacher were like there. They beat them.
Yeah,
they were doing that. I love that thing.
We were all rooting for them. Yeah, that was underdogs.
Yeah, they were the underdogs,
and they were taking wins.
They were taking wins,
which I think was awesome.
So I like Bright and Waters. Like both of them have always been super nice to me, but I always want them to lose now because they teamed up. Because they're so dominant.
They're so dominant, yeah.
I want someone to pick them off just to make things entertaining with that.
That's a common complaint people say is that the same people keep winning over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So the idea of having upsets and people surprising, it's an exciting piece. I think that people are wanting.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah, it's funny that people say that. So we've talked about this quite a bit. When the NBA's done its best is when there's dynasties, right? The NFL's a little bit different. I think it's just because they don't have as many games. But like if you watch, like when Michael Jordan was the most dominant, that's when the viewership was the highest for the NBA.
I just watched a little small mini podcast and documentary on that. They're saying, yes, it was a dynasty, but it was the caliber of players on each team refusing to join up and make huge power teams. Yeah. And that each player, like Michael Jordan refused to join up with Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. They wanted to see who was the best, and that was a huge factor to having that viewership back then, is what they're saying. The dynasty for sure.
Yeah.
But someone didn't want to join up with someone else that's really good just to see if I can prove I'm the best.
Well, also those dynasties had rivals, right? Like Jordan had, the Pistons or the Celtics or the Jazz. There was always someone where. I mean, you look, mixed doubles gold, Waters and Johns. Like, I don't know. When you turn them on, you see they're in the finals. They're winning.
Yeah.
There's not a lot.
Yeah,
of
but like, look at Floyd Mayweather. Like Floyd Mayweather, people are tuning in to see him win or lose.
If he'll lose.
He pulls these massive numbers because it's amazing what he was able to do. Mm-hmm. So I think there's that side of it too. Like, who's Catherine playing? I don't remember who.
Do you have a monocle, by the way? I don't know if you guys can see this.
So freaking small.
There's words on there, believe it or not.
They're not just dots.
An entire bracket.
Oh, Catherine's playing with Jade Kawamoto.
Oh, that's a good team.
That's a way good team. We haven't made our picks yet. We got to call our guy, but yeah. So I agree. And then Waters and Johns won in mixed doubles, but for me, I agree. I like seeing dominance, but I like it when people are even getting close to beating these guys.
Yeah.
That's what happened with like Brighton Rohrabacher. I think if they were still together, I think they would consistently be beating Parenteau and Waters.
Yeah. They're an incline. They're getting better and better every single game, it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they could have had
Georgia and Tyra, I feel like, were like making that.
Yeah.
I think it was becoming more level, and honestly, that's probably why decisions were made, is because they even felt that, that wouldn't be too far in the future that they were going to be consistently challenged. And
I hate that Georgia and Tyra are not playing together again. So Georgia's playing with Rachel Rohrabacher.
Georgia.
I don't know what, I think that's an interesting move. You're looking at Mick, so you won't be able to find him on there.
I was like, the dots are so small.
I know there's so many people playing in these tournaments, but anyway, so just showing you guys some of these highlights while we're talking. Just so you guys know, all of our pro highlights are brought to you by Dominator, and so, we need to go out and film this, right? I have a Dominator basketball hoop outside, but the things I love about Dominator the most is that it's made out of aluminum. So it never rusts. It doesn't fade. I love that. They're not powder coated. The crank system is the quickest, so you can go from 7 to 10 feet, and that's a big deal with my son. My son's 6 years old right now, and when he practices, he's practicing on 10 feet, and when he plays, he's playing on 8 feet. So we actually shuffle between that 8 foot and 10 foot all the time.
So the crank is huge. Yeah, to do that fast.
And you'll see, I'll film when we go out here. I have numbers on the ground where we have them going, where they're shooting all the time. And I should get some advice from you, Marcus, because your son's, he's going to play college basketball, which is amazing.
2 offers.
He takes after his mom. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. That's the most humble thing he's ever said, I think, on the show.
Seriously?
Yeah, wow.
I was wondering what kind of energy we're getting. He's
becoming a better human being.
Don't get me wrong. If my wife called me in a moment of anger, I wouldn't answer the phone. But I'm definitely here to compliment her on everything that she does. So.
If my wife got angry at me about something while I was on speed, I'd just hang up and be like, I'm going to take the brunt of this when we get home. Yeah. But if my wife's angry at me, something's going on. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Can I say really quick? So, again, it's I've got a son that does play high-level basketball. My wife is really good at basketball. Before I knew about Dominator, we bought a competitor's hoop in our driveway.
Yeah.
Doing COVID, we spent a lot of money on this hoop, goal, whatever you want to call it. It's nice. It's okay. But every time I see a Dominator hoop in someone's driveway, very jealous.
You shed a tear.
Very, very jealous. And for a lot of reasons, the first one just being the appearance. That thing is just it is awesome. But when I see people raise and lower their Dominator compared to what I have to do to mine.
And you're out there like this?
Oh, no. I have to crank this thing. I feel like I'm trying to start an 80-year-old engine that hasn't been started. You know what I mean?
Or pump water.
And then neighbors with their Dominator are just oh, hey, how you doing? How's it going? I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
With a cup of coffee, just, hey, in a robe.
So one of the many mistakes I've made in my life was not being patient and finding out what the Dominator hoop was before I bought a competitor. So
Yeah. I love that, and honestly, like I said, there's 38 out of 87 homes that have Dominator hoops in our neighborhood.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's just because they last the longest, they're the best. They'll last longer than I'll be alive. So, going in, let's run over, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the same answers for who we're picking. Okay, now boys, we got to step up our game.
Yeah, 6th place is not the best.
6th place is not the best.
A lot of room for improvement.
Marcus, my bad. I was the anchor.
I'm first place of our 6th place team. So
You've been the
you're actually not.
Yeah. You've been the anchor more than anywhere else. If you take the average
scores before, Samson is in first place.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but thank you. Thanks, Brett. Thank you.
I only
this poor
look
guy.
as far back as the last tournament. I don't live in the past. So last tournament, I was number 1. So.
Yep, last tournament, you beat Samson by 4 points, which means you picked one match
that's
better
a lot.
than he
That's
did.
a lot.
Good job. Good job, Marcus.
That's a lot.
That's
Good
amazing.
Job. Good job, Baby Blue.
Who do you got? Let's because I want to save men's singles for the end. So women's singles, I'm gonna pick.
You gotta do Anna.
I'm gonna pick ALW.
Yep.
Right. So we got ALW on that. I'm gonna go with Waters and Bright, but just so you know, I don't love picking them on this.
But it's the odds is such in their favor. It's hard to bid against them.
But I'll tell you a team that I want to see with this is I want to see Parenteau and Etta.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a great team.
Do you think we could call Catherine?
I say please, please partner with Etta.
Please perform well.
Should we use the Bodie?
Let's
should we
do
use
it.
the
Let's do
Bodie
the
phone?
phone?
Yeah.
Sunday morning, that may
Call
be
Catherine
tough.
Parenteau.
So, but how do these team ups work? Are they contract, it written down, and just saying, hey, like you and I, hey, let's go play. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, but some of them are planning months in advance. Dave Fleming was talking about that some of these are 6 months in advance. Just
they're like, hey, we're gonna play the rest of the year together. Let's give it. Yeah, like what Marcus is saying. Like, let's give it the rest of the year together. I'd be surprised. It is Sunday morning, and I have no idea where Catherine's at. So
she's probably sleeping and resting up, and she's like, "Who
she's
in the
probably
world?"
in Hawaii, and it's 4 a.m. So
yeah, I'll call Athena later too, and we'll see if we can get them on here. I'm telling you, Edda's upside is amazing. She resets her. The other people I like is like Edda and Tina Pisnick.
yeah,
Like I think they would kill it too. But we've got to get somebody who is putting more pressure on these guys that's beating
a lot of firepower.
And Georgia and Tyra. Like, I don't know who Tyra's playing
bring
with.
them back together.
Tyra and Paris. So they're.
That's a good.
I'm leaning towards an
actually
upset
good.
pick there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but Paris hurt her ankle last time. So, like, I don't know if she's fully recovered. Dave said that she was in his show in the draw reveal, but I don't think she's fully recovered from that. I'm telling you, I would take a side bet that they can't beat them, right? Because they're going to run into, let's see who they're going to run into, anybody that's out there. Yeah, they're going to get up here to the semifinals without even.
Paris.
So they've got to go through Georgia and Rachel, right? Like that's who I would guess is going to be up here in the semifinals. I think Georgia and Rachel
probably the best shot.
Could beat Tyra and Paris.
Megan and Jackie is a good pairing too. That'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, because they're so. Oh, here's Catherine.
The Bodie pulls through.
Bodie
pulls through.
Bodie phone.
Catherine Parenteau, how you doing?
Hey, Fred, how are you?
See, Catherine is the nicest human being. So
Yeah.
we are shooting a show right now, Catherine, and we were just talking about you, and we were talking about how we want you to beat ALW and Bright. Okay, and we don't have to put this on the show, by the way.
We're rooting for you.
And so, when you're picking your partners, like, do you have a partner that you're going to be with for the rest of the year?
So I have Jade for this one, for Vegas.
Yep.
Then I have Paris for Worlds.
Oh.
Then I have Edda for Lakeland.
Edda, that's what I was saying.
Yay.
I was saying you guys should
Wow.
be playing with Edda. That one pumps me up.
Wow.
And then the last one of the year with Tyra. I'm super excited about that.
That's all really great
Oh,
names.
that's
All those
awesome.
names are power.
Oh, that pumps me up. Okay, like, what can we do something extra? Should we have Parenteau say if you can beat ALW and Bright that they'll give you an extra 50,000 or something? Like, what's gonna get you to beat those guys?
Sure, why not?
So, and Catherine, you're one of seriously out of there's so many good people in here, and I'm not saying that anybody's mean or trying to make a villain or anything, but you are seriously one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. You got married this summer. How's life going for you right now, Catherine?
Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. It's going well, honestly. I mean, I really hope to beat them too. So maybe my life will be even better. But no, I'm doing great. But definitely looking forward to get that W one day.
Yeah, and
awesome.
So Catherine's gonna say everything like so. You're the nicest human being ever. But who are you training with now? Like how do you do that? Because you were training with ALW. So like who are you training with now?
So I'm playing with a lot of guys down here in South Florida, like high 5-0 players. I also have, Kaysen Campbell
Yep.
and Kaylin Campbell. They're super close to me in Miami, so they're like 20 minutes away. So I train with them once in a while too. Sometimes I drive up to Boca, depending on who I'm playing with. For example, this past week, I drove up to Boca to play with Aizec Olsen because we're playing together this weekend.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Yeah, he's been playing great, so I'm excited, and he's a great guy, so that'll be fun.
Speaking of trainers,
So yeah, depending on who I'm playing with, that week,
3-0 Marcus,
that
yeah,
weekend,
3-0
Yeah.
Marcus.
I practice with Paris. If it's, I'm sure I'm gonna meet up with her before Worlds to practice with her.
Yep.
And then once I have my established partners for next year, I think it'll be a lot easier if it's a consistent partner to schedule practice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they live in South Florida too, a lot of players are there, so I drive up a couple times a week to play with the pros, and then the rest of the time it's kind of like on my own, done more in Miami.
Yeah. And I've got two guys here with me, but just so you know, Catherine is like one of the most loyal people ever. During Tour Wars, she was the very first person to sign with the PPA.
Wow.
And with Selkirk, like there's a lot of paddle brands that would pay a lot of money to get Catherine over. Tell us what you think about the boomstick, because it seems like that paddle has really helped people with performance because of the power and control that it has.
No, I really enjoy it. I think it's the best paddle Selkirk has made so far.
Yep.
I love the power that's coming. There's a lot of pop, a lot of power. The grit is really good too. I'm really enjoying the paddle. I feel like I'm not at a disadvantage, you know, if you compare to other brands.
Yep.
Now I feel like it's an even playing field, so that makes me really excited when
Yeah.
I go out there and compete with the boomstick.
How about for the amateurs? Amateurs open play at 3-0 player. Should they be using the boomstick?
Yeah. Who do you think the boomstick's made for?
It's tough because it depends if you're looking for power in your game. You're lacking power, then I would definitely recommend it for amateur players. It looks like a lot of amateur players like the power. Just in general, they don't play much at the kitchen line, you know, behind the kitchen line. So maybe if they're very comfortable driving the ball, then maybe the boomstick will be great because it gives, you know, them a lot of extra pop and power. But if you're looking for more maybe like control from behind the kitchen line, you feel like you're very, you know, you don't need that extra power or pop, then I would go with the Era.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
the paddle I used to play with before, and I love that paddle. It has good control. Just not as much power as the boomstick, but it's definitely a lot easier to control it than the boomstick. If that makes sense.
Awesome. Hey, Catherine, this is Marcus. I had a quick question as far as when you're choosing your partners. I've always been curious. I mean, you played with Annalie for so long. When you're choosing your partners, let's say for 2026, would you prefer to lock someone down for that entire year? Or do you like the flexibility of only having like a 2 or a 3 tournament commitment and leaving yourself open to play with someone every tournament?
I'm gonna be looking to lock a player, a partner down for like January through May of next year. Just because I feel like if you look at the teams that beat AL and AB, like we talked about like the call models. I mean, they're twins. They've played together their whole life. You know, they grew up playing together. They drilled together. And if you look at also another team that beat them, it's Georgia and Tara, which they played MLP for 2 years together now. They play a lot of PPAs together, so there's a lot of, you know, they know each other really well. So moving forward, I feel like the best thing in order to beat such a good team like that, the number 1 seed is to, and even like Tara and Georgia, to be the top teams right now is to have a consistent partner, like not always moving it around, because it's so tough. You know, you're just learning about your partner at tournaments because you don't get to play so much with them, if that makes sense. But if you have the reps in with your partner and you're playing like a lot of different tournaments in a row, or it doesn't have to be in a row, but like a lot of tournaments together, it's definitely an advantage over other teams that are just newer, like it's a newer friendship or partnership.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
And then definitely looking to be with more of a like the same partner for next year.
Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. Well, Catherine, you and Athena are seriously some of the nicest people ever, and I'm going to talk about that. But thank you so much for calling back. You didn't know you were doing an interview this morning. Are you in Vegas already?
Like, oh no, actually, I'm finishing packing up. We're about to drive to the airport in like 15 minutes. So you caught me at a good time.
Oh,
Well, I love it. Well,
packing.
thank you so much, and tell Athena hi and have a good one.
I will. Thank you, Brett.
Hey, we'll see you. Bye. So, like, and just so you know, like, there's only certain people that I would call. Like, I would never call ALW like that. She wouldn't even call me back or answer, but she probably doesn't even save my number. But
So that's a prime example of why we invited Brett to be on our team. That's what he brings our team.
this Bodie phone is the
Bodie phone kills it, dude.
the most amazing phone
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
But like, I'm telling you, when you meet Catherine, and I know I say that a lot of people are really nice, they are, and they're just good human beings. Like, I know that she gets offers from other companies that are competitors, and she stuck it out with Selkirk, and it's so impressive to me. So I'm so glad that they have a paddle that she feels that confident with. And I love that she's on the Mad Drops, with Zubin's team. One of the things I was thinking about with this, because I'm not trying to make like ALW and Bright, I'm not trying to make them an enemy. I always want the underdogs to win, but that doesn't mean I don't like those guys. Ben and Anna Lee are amazing people. And if I was them, I would be doing the same thing. I would want who I played best with, because that affects how much money they make to be able to retire.
Yeah.
To be able to support their families the rest of their life. And so for me, anyway, yeah. And
so we are getting a Parenteau and an Etta down the road. Dude.
I called it.
Dude,
yes.
You know your stuff, buddy.
That pumps me up. And Etta's she's the most humble person I've ever met in my life. And the thing I like about Etta that I think will work really well with Catherine, not only how she plays, but she is so even kill. Her emotions don't throw her up really high, or she doesn't get down really low. Like when I'm playing with you guys, I mean, I get hit 3 net shots in a row, and I'm like, whoa, I shouldn't be here. Let me get a sub in for me, So
when we're talking about that, can I give you a quick little gift?
Oh yeah, let's.
So we were talking about yesterday. So we were playing a game,
I feel
right?
awkward right now by the way that you're doing.
we were playing this past week, and I hit you a couple times by accident. But there was a
not by accident. You were killing. You were on one.
Samson has turned into Mr. Body Bag.
Okay,
Let's just say it.
All right. So there was this text that you all of a sudden showed up and said, "Hey, I've been thinking about these body bags you threw on me," and you started hitting everyone else after that. Just wondering why. And then that actually sat with me for a while. I was like, man, why did I do that? So my answer for you is this. I think in open play, I don't do that. Because I don't understand everyone's problem. I don't understand how they play. But when someone is good enough, we like to speed up. A lot of the bodies like to speed up and to see if we can get everybody going. Everyone is so good. They keep blocking 90% of those. And so if I'm speeding up, it's basically I trust that you're good enough and fast enough to try to break that gap. We're going to hit it. Like, cool, but we hit a lot of times. But H2 is let's Then if it goes higher than your body in your head,
there we
I went ahead and bought you this.
Why you had a...
This is a helmet to protect the most important part of your body.
Not going to fit my head. Did you really go buy this?
Bought it this morning. I went out and me and Mark was like, dude, wouldn't it be hilarious if we get Brett something? You always give us gifts.
Oh man. Can you try that on? Let's see if it fits.
Dude, this isn't going to fit my head. This is the kid's helmet, dude.
7.5. 7.5 is.
Dude, this is not going to fit my head
at all.
It
says 6 to 7.5.
Oh my gosh, this is way too...
Hey, look at that.
There we go. Man, it's just an invitation to hit him in the head.
Dude, I'm going to put that clip up of freaking Shane Gillis on this page.
No,
dude, I'm going to play with this week.
And then if you pass it down, because I want to play with it too. I want to see what it looks like when people start
watching. Whoever gets body bag,
have to put it on.
They have to wear that until someone else gets body bag. That's it.
Dude, or just 2 plates, because this is squeezing on my head.
That's what makes it best.
But at the end of the day, I respect that your level of play is high, man.
Thank you so much for the gift, dude.
You always give us gifts, and we're like, dude, we got to give Brett a gift.
Give Brett something.
Even if it's a funny one, at least something to show.
Dude,
thank you so much.
Ridiculous. That's so
Thank
funny.
you.
Anyway, well, look at that hair. Anyway, early in the morning. Okay, let's get back into these picks. Thanks for embarrassing me, guys. I just know every time I get targeted, that was like the one time you hit a ball at me. Okay, who you guys got for men's doubles?
All right. You got the same. You got Johns.
Yeah.
Tardio.
Gabe and Johns. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think anybody can pick them off right now. I was hoping that Diescu and Alshon could do it, and they are getting better, but it just seems like they're not going to be able to get to that. I like that they're the number 2 team, but I just don't think. And I love that like Tyler and we got the Utah Black Diamonds playing together right now. Garnett and Lung are playing together. Yeah. So, but they're coming up against some hard people. Like Deckel Barr's coming back, but he's playing with Pablo. I love that pairing. I love the lefty with Deckel. He's one of the most powerful guys out there. Who's McGuffin playing with?
McGuffin.
We can find him on here. Brian
Fu. I like Brian Fu, man. He's a smart player. I feel like I like to watch his decision making.
Yeah. Oh, the other team that I'm pumped about is Ignatowicz and Blaine. Havanera. I'm pumped about that.
I don't know too much about Blaine. Yeah.
He's one of those guys. He's awesome.
Yeah.
And then okay, so out of all these like mixed, I'm going Waters and Johns. I kind of think you
kind of have to.
Yeah. I just can't
to
see
pick up
anybody
sets,
beating.
but that's not one that you want to waste a vote
But
on.
I'm always going. I'm always wondering if I should toggle on the JW in Georgia. I just always hope that they win. I love those guys battling out. When they're in sync and they're on fire, it's just so much fun to watch those two go.
And there's nothing better than a post-win interview with J.W. Johnson, by the way.
Yeah, he's Mr. Chill, and he's just kind of
him and C.J. Klinger. When those guys are together, I love those interviews.
They're so fun. And who's CJ playing with?
I don't know, but he's got that Adidas paddle dialed in, that's for sure.
He's playing awesome. He's playing with Jay DeVilliers.
John Q was all saying they use the 16. That's what he said. Not the 14.
I was shocked to hear that. The pros are using the 16 millimeter Adidas power, or Addy power, not the 14.
That's crazy.
Makes sense though, because I chose the 16 as well. So,
did you really over the 14?
Yeah.
Oh, yikes!
That's why you play so bad.
Me and all the pros, we make similar decisions. So
seems like you did yesterday.
And he's back.
There we go. Marcus is back. Okay, so let's go into men's singles. This is really the make it or break it.
I think this is always a question mark.
Most wide open division.
So I think Marcus, last time you picked Christian Alshon.
I did.
So that was a good move, and then. Hayworth, the thing about Hayworth is he's playing in a tournament this weekend at the Lifetime Open, the singles only tournament, and he did not look that good yesterday. So
is that over? Or is it going to today?
The championships are going on right now.
It is, okay.
Yeah. So
is he in this tournament?
Yeah.
Hayworth? I'm trying to find him.
Oh my gosh, the men's singles, this is what we were talking about last time, is the men's singles, they just keep getting bigger.
Oh, right there. He's number 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, sorry, it kind of cuts his last name off there. So, and he's got a hard path, right? But him and let's see who he's going to go against Jaume. So my thing is, I think Hunter Johnson, and I thought this last time. I thought he was going to win last time. I think if Hunter Johnson doesn't make a run here, honestly, I think that
he's going to drop
he's going to start dropping. He's got to get there. And get this done. And so I don't know who are you guys going with?
I picked Connor last time just because I was the hometown hero, but I kind of keep on wanting to do Chris, the dark horse man coming through with all these.
So that's who you're gonna.
I don't know. I wanted to pick him last time. I didn't because I went with Connor, and I feel like dang it, that would have been super cool, and that would have bumped me up a little more higher than 4 points on Marcus.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick it.
Keep trying. Try hard, bud. I still like Alshon. Alshon, I think, is always going to be my dark horse. Well, not even a dark. I mean, what is he, number 2?
A lighter shade.
Yeah, he's 3.
A gray
he's
horse.
Going in 3 right now.
Shadow
he's like
horse.
a matte finish horse pick. So, I love the way he plays. He's tall, he's long, he's aggressive. So I feel like I'm going to be picking him for the next little while, so...
But how about Ben Johns? How close is Ben Johns to winning another singles?
So Ben Johns, which is crazy in here, he's ranked 7th.
7. I'm just looking at that like, dude, is he that far away from winning a title again?
Yeah. So Ben Johns, if Ben Johns was to make it to the championship, he's going to have to go through Christian Alshon.
Through Fed? No.
Through Hunter, right? If you were just to take these top picks, he's going to, or Chris Hayworth. I mean, he's going to have to go through. I mean, that side is brutal. If he was on the other side, I would pick him to go. Well, here's the thing. So I'm going Fed.
You think Fed's all the way?
I'm going to go Fed this time. Fed is so consistent at winning, and he plays good in Vegas. You know, he always seems to turn it up when he's in Southern California and Vegas, and so I'm going to pick Fed to make it all the way. Marcus, who do you got? You got Alshon?
I'm taking Alshon. I'm doing it.
Are you going to say his name or keep him a mystery and just hope see if people can try to figure out?
Yeah, we're keeping it a mystery.
Yeah, so no one says who he is. Who is this guy? People will be guessing.
So right now we're calling our mystery guy.
What's up, my man? How's it going? Thing is we are getting killed. We're picking who's gonna win, right? And so you got me, Samson, and Marcus here. Then we're doing the show, and what we need, I need like the people that are like the upsets to you. Like that's where we're getting killed, right? On those points. I got a few. Yes, Dobson. I think we're really good. What should we start? I'll give you my ringers. I'll give you like the guys that I'm like, all right, these are the teams that like you need to be looking out for. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, let's do it. And we're recording right now anyway, so we're good. And so I don't know how to do the robot voice. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I don't think people are gonna, even if they recognize you, it's still funny to me. Because because right now we're gonna put like our mystery guest. I don't know what we're gonna call you yet, but we'll think of something funny. Oh gosh, I like it. I like it. People that can knock off Ben and Annalie and Anna Bright. I think either go all the way to championship or maybe even to semifinals. If you can find someone who's born to semifinals, that helps us out a lot on points wise as well. Okay, let's get some people that you think. Let's get some people that you think. I gotta stop saying your name because I gotta beat this out. It takes me forever to do that. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Plus, then it's you. Here's the problem too. It's you. Give us your teams, dude. Who's making it to the semis? Are we starting? Where are we starting? Are we starting with mixed double? Men's singles, Luton, men's single. Whoever you want. We got all the brackets in front of us. All right, let's start off with men's doubles. I got some hot takes here. Yes, I love it, dude. I love it. Okay, men's doubles. We're ready. So, so the reason I think this men's doubles draw is interesting is because you have a lot of guys who have a lot of points paired up with guys who don't have a lot of points. For instance, you have Ryan Fuad Tyson. Tyson's always who you got a lot of points. Ryan has less points. So the question is, does that team do well? I don't know, but they're still seated high. Another example would be like Zhao Mei and Max Freeman, right? Zhao Mei, they're seated 12th. Kind of a sneakier team. You got guys like Blaine and James Ignatowicz. James probably ranked pretty high. Blaine not as much. So there's a bunch of random matchups here, but there's a few teams that I really highlighted that I think are going to do well. First being CJ and J. I think that CJ is like probably a top 2 right side guy right now. You have a lefty in on the right side, which is pretty much the maxed out version of what a right side can be, plus he's lengthy, plus he's confident. And then you got Jay DeVilliers, who's been doing really well lately, has made multiple semifinals, and is feeling very confident. They're seeded 5, meaning they're gonna run into Ben and Gabe in the quarters. So I don't think they're gonna beat Ben and Gabe. But I do think if you put them anywhere else in the draw, they would be making a semifinal, maybe even a final. So I'd say they're definitely going to make quarterfinals. And then the other quarter, I'm going to go Fed Hayden from your hands. And I think so the tricky part here with Riley Newman and Nelway is you've got 2 left side guys. I know Riley can play right, but I would say Riley's better on the left because he's got that pancake forehand in the middle. So depending on how they stack up, it could be really interesting. Are they going to play straight up? Are they going to play stacked? You don't know. I think it's going to be a little tricky for them to find their feel at the start. I think if they played a few tournaments together, they'd do well. But I'm going to give Jaume and Max that edge there. I think that team is going to play. Wow. Yeah. Wow. So I think that's going to be an upset. You're going to take the 12th seed out or over the 8th seed. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Now let's move down. Christian and Deascu, they're going to easily make quarterfinals. And I'd say they're going to run into Pablo and Deckel. I know Pablo worked really hard. He's been training. I was with him, or I guess I'm not supposed to say that, but it was, I got to see his training this last week. Guys putting in work. If Deckel's healthy, he's dangerous. I'd say they're going to make that quarterfinal. Obviously, Louis Garnett, where they have an advantage over, I would say 95% of teams, is they played so much together, right? So that's a huge advantage. I think teams don't get acclimated until they play, 4, 5 tournaments together. So I think Roy will see Deascu and all shouldn't, but I go Taz and Bar on that other quarterfinal, and then the last quarterfinal, JW, Dylan hands down, and they're gonna play Blaine and James. No, I would either say it Onsens and Wright or Bellamy and Young. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be a battle. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I'm calling Bellamy and Young over Hovenier and Ignatowicz. Okay, I'm going to call that right now. Yo, I like that. Okay, so call that right now. That's a big deal. Okay, so let's go into, okay, now I just want to do one more, right? And that's mix. So men's and mix are the ones that we need the most help with. So let's run over mixed. All right, let's go mixed doubles. I already have my eye on one team here that I think is going to crush. I think this guy's honestly, I think he's a top 5 left-sider right now, and that's going to be Eric Onsens. He's pairing up with Catherine Parenteau, which is just an absolute dangerous team. You got a lock on the right, and then you have Eric, who I'd say mixed is his best event. He's so dangerous, especially him attacking in front of him. I mean, no one attacks out of the air better than Eric. A few people, right? I'd say Ben, I'd say JW, maybe, but Eric's lethal out of the air. And so if he's got a consistent girl who can put the ball, or who can create pressure with their dinks, and leave some balls high for Eric to come in, it's going to be hard to beat that team. So they're seeded 9. Yeah. I'm gonna take them beating the 8 seed Frazier and Etta. Yeah. And then I'm also gonna take them beating Anna and Hayden. Loud and Hayden all these semis. So I think that's a semifinal team right there. Wow. I mean, that's a big deal. Jeez, to come out. How come he just like exploded in Asia? Like Eric all of a sudden seemed like he was doing good, but all of a sudden that gave him like a crazy amount of confidence. Yeah, confidence is huge for players. Eric's an interesting player as he's had all the shots all along, right? He had that one-handed backhand tennis, so he's got an amazing flick out of the air. But he has probably the top 5 fastest hands on tour. He's got insane power, and for him it was really about how can he lower his air count. And he moved to Boca. He's been training really, really hard, and I think his consistency has just gone up. He's making less on forced airs, and then like you said, the confidence portion. He believes he can beat these teams. He just beat Hayden and Mix last week. Hayden and Tyra, a really, really good team. And so you give him some confidence and you allow him to play with someone like Catherine Parenteau. Yeah, he's going to do really well. So I'm taking the semifinal team there. Okay. Rachel and Andre, very dangerous team. You're going to see them. You're going to see them in the quarters for sure. Rachel and Andre, what were they ranked? Yeah, Rainer. Yeah, Rachel, okay. This draw is so very well. Yeah. Yeah, this Rachel Andre the quarter. This draw is huge. It's huge. So, okay. So they go to quarter. Right there. Rachel Andre. I think JW and Georgia are locked in the semifinals. There's no one who will give them a run to their money. How did they crack the Ben and Anna Lee? Because, I mean, they just got, whoa, I have another upset. Okay. Leia and Max Freeman, I think they take Piznik. Really? Oh, I like that. With you? There, we done bottom. Yep. I'll tell you why. Leia and Max didn't do well at the last tournament, and I think when you have a team like that has potential and they don't do well, they always come out and do better the next tournament. Oh, yeah. What do you think about like Tyra and Alshon? Tyra and Alshon are going to be a really good team. I know they're playing the 2026 season together. They're definitely a lock for for a quarterfinal. Yep. But yeah, I would say they're a lock for a semifinal. It's going to be the semifinal is going to be JW and Georgia versus Alshon and Tyra. Oh, and then it's going to be Ben and Anna Lee versus Eric and Catherine. Eric and Catherine, that's a huge one right there. Wow, I don't even know why you guessed that. I love it, man. Okay, if you were to build the perfect team to beat Ben and Anna Lee, who would those two players be? So it's really hard to say that because what Ben and Anna Lee do better than any team is they adapt, right? They lost to JW in Georgia, and then since then it's just been annihilation. They're able to figure things out quick because both of them are just, one, so good at pickleball, and two, if they do have a bad match, they're able to clean things up very, very quickly. So I would say it's less about what, like, there's a few teams that can give them trouble. JW in Georgia, I'd say Enric could give Anna Lee a little trouble if he's playing really well. It's just hard to know exactly. You have to have aggressive players. You can't have people who are passive because you're not going to outdink them. You're not going to win on their terms if you have to almost like out aggressive them. So I would say you'd have to pick two really aggressive players. I think you could get someone like. So Olsen's another good example. I'd say at the start when he started kind of playing very well, he was able to give Ben and Anna Lee trouble, and they figured him out. And now it's like it's nothing for them, right? I would love to see Deescu in Georgia play. I think that would be really interesting. That would be awesome. Oh. Like, what do you think about like ALW and Bright teaming up together? I think there's no one that's going to give them trouble long term other than Georgia and Tyra. And why don't they keep playing together? Why do they keep splitting? And like, because Georgia's playing with I just remember it was I can't remember, but they're not Rachel or yeah, Rachel. So like why? Yeah, I don't know why. I would if I were Georgia and Tyra, I'd get really really acclimated to playing with each other. I think they did a really good job at MLP. And obviously like the more Anna Lee and Anna Bright play together, the better they're gonna be. And so if you want to compete with them, you have to have a team that sticks together that obviously is comfortable and fit. When you play multiple matches with someone, you start to understand who's taking what ball. You start to understand what your strengths are as the team. You start to understand who's covering which attacks. And so those little details over the course of a long match really can give you the edge or not. And so the more Anna Lee and Anna Bright play together, the more dominant they're going to be. And if you want to be a team that takes them on, you need to be a team that sticks together. I think Georgia and Tyra, I'm already beating them. I think they need to continue that partnership in order to really establish any sort of dominance. Because in my mind, when Georgia and Tyra are playing their best pickleball, it's like, I mean, they're so tricky. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, brother. Well, let me. We'll get back to the show here, but that is exactly what we want. So I feel like we have a huge leg up right now. Thank you so much for taking some of your time up. Do you guys have any questions for him? Though you're awesome, man. Appreciate it. Jay, okay, you're a stud, man. I'll call you later. As long as you beat Aizec, I'm fine with it. Yeah, not to get in that number one spot. I love it. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks, guys. We'll see you, mate. Well, a good dude. Another good, really good guy. Totally funny. Another good guy in Pickleball. See, he knows his stuff. Wow. Eric. So he thinks Eric's is the diamond in the rough, man. Well, Eric, the crazy thing about Eric is he's just playing out of his mind right now. Like, honestly, like, he's not a guy I would even put in the top 15 of any division before he went to Asia. He's just so freaking lanky and wiry. Like, yeah, it's just like, he's almost like a Zhao Mei, but like long. You know what I mean, man? Maybe just play like super aggressive. I don't know. I don't know. It was cool seeing him and Tyson beat Ben. And
let's talk about the ranking system here. So Aizec right now, and you can see our trophy here. We haven't even talked about our trophy. It's massive.
Look at that thing.
So
Shiny.
Matt Mayfield, I called up Matt Mayfield and I said, he works for the PPA. I said, hey, we need a trophy for this PPA pick'em, right? And we're going to do something like some kind of cash prize or something like that, you know? And so anyway, we'll add that in there. But that trophy is Matt. I wanted to put it up here because I took a picture and they all thought everybody on the group text thought it was AI.
Yeah.
It's huge. So we had to fix it up a little bit. That's traveled around. A lot of pros have held that trophy up as they've gone out there and won. So.
How much does it weigh? Heavy?
I wouldn't say it's crazy heavy. That's one of the things we got to fix on that thing. You know?
Put some glue on
The
that.
top half weighs about 3 pounds. The top section that's breakaway is about 3 pounds.
So we gotta polish it up and get it ready
substantial.
for them, and then we have the plaque side of it coming in that will have it in there. But crazy excited about it. So here's the thing, I want to know. I want to call up Aizec. I want to find out how he's making his picks.
How does he get number one?
Because he's consistent at winning.
I wonder if he has an insider.
I wonder if he has it. Let's call him up.
Yeah.
Let's call him up.
Bodie phone.
Call Aizec Olsen.
Do your work, buddy. Phone. I'm gonna be upset if he's got an inside guy. By the way,
He has 2 inside guys.
oh man.
I know. I want to talk to him. Aizec Olsen, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Well, we got the show going right now. We're recording this, and
Sweet.
we're just wondering, how are you making such good picks?
What is happening?
You know, that's a great question because I wouldn't even really consider myself somebody who knows the pros really well. Obviously, I mean, I've been around for a while and I've watched their games extensively, but right now it's just kind of blind luck. It almost feels like, but I think I'm surprising myself with how well I'm doing.
Blind luck. Listen. You have to be consistent at doing this. So if you're up really high on this one, we know you have
Something's
an inside
happening.
guy.
Yeah.
Here's my thing is, well, so I'm just laying down in Las Vegas right now. I'm picking up my bag. I'm playing the qualifier tomorrow.
Wow.
I watch all these guys in and out all the time, trying to pick up as much as I can from them. And I've learned their games quite a bit, so I feel like it's given me at least a little bit of an advantage to know what's going on and who plays good against who. The wood paddle tournament, that one was truly blind luck for anyone.
Yeah,
that was anyone's game.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun, and I really look forward to it every week. Hopefully, I don't flop this week. I had a little bit of a scare with men's singles last week.
Who'd you pick?
Oh man, for some reason I picked Fed again to beat Hayworth, and that was a terrible decision. I don't think I had anyone in the finals or even the semifinals for men's singles. I mean, it was atrocious.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone picked Hayworth because all the scores are really low. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to get a software that actually shows that, like, so you can see what everybody picked in there.
That'd be cool.
But I'm, so you're playing in the qualifiers tomorrow. What paddle are you using? The boomstick?
I'm actually in between right now. It's either a Luz paddle or the boomstick is my backup right now. So that's what I've got going.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so let's talk about the lifetime ball because you had a hot take on the lifetime ball. You're one of 500,000 people that do not like it. One.
I understand that I definitely have a hot take, and I am a small group of people that dislike it. So I understand I have the unpopular opinion, and that's okay. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, and I'm not trying to get everyone to jump ship. But what I will say is I've had worse bounces. Maybe not more often, but more egregious bounces with the lifetime ball that I have with the Vulcan.
That's just not true, dude. This cracks me up.
I've got it on camera. I mean, we record everything, so I've got the receipts. I've got proof.
Send it to me.
I literally had a ball. I had a return. These are 2 back-to-back points. I had a point where the ball was served and it returned and bounced up into my chest, and then the very next one literally didn't make it above my ankles. And that is a very that happens all the time with lifetime.
What?
So
Really?
that's crazy.
Everyone's like, oh, I haven't broken one in like 5 months. I haven't broken one in however long. Dude, I've cracked at least 10 of them in half down the seam of the ball. So it's like,
that's crazy.
Maybe I'm just getting bad luck, but I've broken tons of them.
Wow.
Yeah, because we play with them with all the amateurs. We don't hit as hard as you guys do, but like, yeah, we're not even. I've never seen one even crack.
Did he order his off Temu?
Yeah, did you get the Temu lifetime balls? Like, how'd you get those?
Is it lifetime balls?
The real ones, because the headquarters of Lifetime Corporate's right down the street from me, and I play right next to their office. So I'd hope I'm getting the real stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, dude, we're proud of you. So this trophy, man, I mean, it's going to be hard to knock you off. You're going to have to play really bad to not get this trophy.
I'm not gonna lie. You sent that picture of the trophy in the group, and I got
and
excited.
you want
that
it.
thing's looking pretty sweet. I want that trophy pretty bad. I'm putting my name on that thing.
Oh my gosh! If you win the first PPA Pick'em, and just so you know, like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but we're the #1 Pickleball Pick'em podcast in the world.
Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Not the #1 Pickleball podcast. That's these two brothers, but. Anyways, well, you're a stud, dude. Good luck out there, man. I hope you get there. You guys got any questions for Aizec?
Yeah, Aizec, we had one question on the Luz Cannon. We feel like it's the opposite for us than when you were saying with the Lifetime. Our Cannon that came to us, it was kind of a dud. It didn't work out too well. We had big hopes on it. We thought it'd be amazing, like everyone's saying, and then we were just like, shoot, this thing is not what we thought it would be.
The fully blacked out one, the Cannon, not the
Yeah.
Inferno.
Yeah, the Cannon.
The Cannon's not my favorite. That one is a solid paddle, especially for being $90. But it is going to be just a typical like EVA foam ring Gen 3 paddle. So it's going to be solid, but not incredible. But where I really got surprised was the Inferno, the like pink and blue one, full foam core, and that thing is insane. I mean,
that was our favorite.
Absolute rocket ships off that paddle, and it is just. That's what I'll be playing with, hopefully, tomorrow. Okay. And, dude, that thing is wild. And the sound off that paddle is ridiculous.
Do you have weights on it? Do you have weights on that one?
I do. I have 0.5 gram per inch tungsten tape up the sides from the throat, probably about a 7-inch strip. And, that thing is just crazy.
Cool, because when we got all three, everyone was talking about the Cannon. We were actually really excited about the Cannon, and they wanted to send us the Inferno and the Tornazo. We're like, we don't need the other two. Like, no, we'll just send them. And then we got all three, and then Inferno was the one we liked the most. So we just couldn't understand why everyone was loving the Cannon so much. So we thought we missed some kind of detail there. So we like that you're saying the same thing.
I think the big thing with the Cannon was the price. A lot of people got really excited about it being, after code sub $100. And I do think it's a really good value, but I don't think it's the most like blow your socks off performance paddle where the Tornazo and the Inferno, like those are just genuinely impressive. Like you hit a couple balls and it's got that like wow factor to it.
Yeah.
Where the Cannon's just like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Is Chris playing this week in Vegas?
He is. He's playing men's doubles 5-0 and mixed doubles 5-0.
I mean, hopefully his duper doesn't go down again.
I mean, after Virginia Beach, and he just played a local duper tournament last night, it's not looking so good.
I know, it's going backwards.
I think he's actually got, instead of chasing 5-0, it's racing to 4-5.
Oh my gosh.
It's a remix.
Dude, you're so funny, man. Hey, if you could play with any paddle, would you do the Loco?
Oh, dude, Loco would 100% be my paddle of choice. That's what I use for local tournaments. And like, if I want to go play some serious games back home, I'm picking up a Loco.
Wow.
And just so you know,
UPA approved.
Yeah, I'm going to beep out all these people until they send me a paddle because I don't get any paddles. So like, I'm beeping out everybody. So tell Doug I'm beeping this out.
Dude, I'll make sure you get your hands on one.
I love it. Well, Aizec, you're awesome, man. I'm glad you're winning. Once again, a lot of good people playing in this, and I think everyone's having fun.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome job, man.
Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Love what you guys are doing, and keep up the great work. Because, like I said, I look forward to this every single event. It's a good time, good group of guys.
Dude, go kill it, man. I want to see you on TV.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Okay, hey, will you send us what courts you're playing on, just so we can watch it on YouTube?
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely do that.
Okay, you're a stud, Aizec. Good luck.
Sweet, man. Thanks. You guys have a good one.
You too, bye.
You too, brother.
Dude, how can you not love that guy?
Wait, so the Loco's not approved?
No, Doug has never made that UPAA approved. So like all these guys that love the Loco, they can't play with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's an elongated, so he's saying the Loco elongated is his.
Yeah, that's his paddle. He's always been a bread and butter guy, though. Like, he loves it. But I'm literally going to beep out all these names until they send me free paddles.
Can you have him send 3, please? We want to try a local. We'll try.
I want to get him, too. Yeah. I talked to Doug for like an hour, and now I can't get him to call me back. I'm not that cool. Maybe I'll have Catherine call him or somebody. Like, I'll have a pro call.
Just tell him you're the number one pick'em podcast in the world.
Yeah. I'll send him. I'll send him that stuff.
What do you use for your tungsten tape, by the way?
Bodie. Yeah.
Is it pre-cut, or do you cut it?
You can buy either one from Bodie. So I use the cut. I cut it on that one. So I use the 1 gram. He was saying he uses the half gram. But he puts a huge chunk on the sides, and I don't know if he does that so the swing weight. But when I weight a paddle, I'm putting it on the bottom. And so like we talked about before, and we can get into this. And once again, this segment of us talking about, I want to go over just one paddle, because last time we did a 45-minute segment. We're already an hour and a half into this.
Marcus takes 43 minutes of that.
No, get out of here.
The longest on those paddles.
You guys crack me up with that. So I switched to this bag, the Ranger.
Yes.
It is awesome.
Oh,
yep.
Cool.
Yeah. High five, Ranger buddy.
Hey, remember how I gave you a sling, and then I gave Marcus this one, and then you gave him the sling? What happened with that?
I walked outside, and he had like these puppy dog eyes, like, I want the Ranger. And I'm like, oh.
You didn't want the sling? You were saying you love slings.
I do love slings, but then he was like, you already have 2 slings. I have nothing. And I was like, oh, poor Marcus.
He has nothing.
He has the big caddy. All right, I'll switch you.
Going into this, boys, I've been getting it, and you guys have been right about switching paddles. So the last 3 times I played, I did not switch paddles like mid-game, which I know is horrible. This paddle is one of the best for me, and I don't want it to be. So once again, I should blur this out just because I'm paying for this, as we're going through. So
yeah, you gotta earn
this was the only paddle that I used. We only played like 3 times after only. We got 6 hours of play, and I used this the entire time. I'm just trying to get comfortable with it. This for an amateur, for like a 3.5, this is just a great paddle. I wish it had more power, and that's why I want the J6 NF. Yeah. I've always used elongated paddles, and one thing I think that people don't understand is like, because people will ask like what size this is. So this is a wide body, or I guess just a standard shape. Yeah. These are almost identical.
That is actually
in size. Like I don't think people understand like. And it kind of frustrates me because I want a little bit longer up here when I'm playing. So once again, one of my favorite things is just letting people try these paddles. Well, people that ask me, I don't like when people are just pulling paddles out of my bag. They think I'm Marcus all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So
when they first grab these paddles though, and they feel that Bodie grip, people love the Bodie grip. Yeah. But like I said, I put the weights, and just go back into this. I put the weights just down here because I don't want that swing weight to be higher, and because this is the long handle version, the swing weight's already kind of up there, so you kind of whip it when you go into that, and I've got to get out of that habit. Like I use my wrist too much when I'm playing, and I got to make more consistent shots to be able to put that top spin. But yeah, this is the paddle I use. I would love to switch over to be a boomstick guy, but I just can't control that freaking thing. And I love Adidas too, but anyway, that's my paddle.
It's good. I think we talked about boomsticks. Well, number 1, if Eric gives it back to me. But the one I want to highlight, I've tried this one out. Huda just sent us out this paddle, this Apex paddle, Apex Pro 2. This thing places it very well. Like if I wanted to do like maybe a half inch over the net, I feel like it was going over half inch over the net. I feel like if I wanted to place it, it was placing it. This guy doesn't understand that.
Dude.
This dude is just...
You're accurate.
Jeez. Anyways, this guy's lucky he even get into a court.
If you wanted a quarter inch, could you hit it a quarter inch?
He's like, there's no way it can be that accurate. Like some
Has
people
that
are,
been
Marcus.
released yet?
Yeah.
So that's been released.
Yeah.
I hate the colors of that.
It's a little Jamaican me crazy, but I don't even know. That's not even a real Jamaican accent. But I would say...
So what is it then? What's the inside? Because it's honeycomb, right? So you can see the marks on it. So this is not a foam paddle?
This is actually the super critical foam is what they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you can see the...
It's their foam paddle. So it's thermofoam core and molded flat handle. Yeah. But I would say it's top heavy. And me, I hate heavy paddles. Yeah. It just irritates me. So I played with it for a while. I felt like I had great control. Power was awesome, but I always shy away from a heavier paddle if it's gonna ruin my wrist and elbow. But good paddle.
So if you had a baseline paddle, like my baseline is the J2 NF, right? Marcus's is the Pro 4, right?
Yeah.
Everything's compared to that. What's your baseline paddle?
Yeah, it would be this guy. And I talked about this quite a bit. This is the one I probably get the most wins out of this guy. It's the Yola. Yola Agassi, man. The most slept on Yola, I think, of the whole group. Everyone has every other paddle, but I feel like I'm starting to see this a little bit more and more, but it's such a good paddle.
But I thought you played amazing with that Gearbox GX2 power.
I like that. It's just every now and then, 1 out of 10 shots would be wayward. And I'm like, man, I want more and more consistency. So
once it breaks in, that one is a little, you don't really know what you're going to get out of it sometimes. So
yeah, but this is the baseline. This has been my number one, but I think Boomstick's replacing it.
Yep.
So for me, again, I'm just trying to figure out, as far as performance between the Quanta and the Boomstick. I think after playing a lot, this week with the Boomstick, a couple days actually, people always ask, and the thing is, if you didn't know the price, you're going Boomstick. You just are. You're going to get a Boomstick if they were the same
It's
price.
more refined.
But last time you said you would pick the Boomstick over the Pro 4.
I like the Boomstick. It's fun. It's fun. Like,
is it fun just because it's loud? Why is that fun to you?
When we met and we started playing a lot, I was using the Yola 4, right?
Yeah.
But I was probably using that off and on for 3 months before that, which I still love the Franklin.
You were using the Franklin without weights.
And I did very well with that. So me and George are both.
Not 6 inches above the net.
But so the Yola did take me a few months to get dialed in, and because I had never really used a Yola before that. I had the 3. My wife stole that from me immediately.
Yeah.
So the Yola, it probably took me 2 to 3, maybe even up to 4 months to get to where I'm at with that paddle. And it's fit my game really, really good. I've hit shots with the Boomstick that are really, really fun.
Yeah.
Curving the ball, hard shots, angle shots. So again, I need to stop just going back to the Pro 4 when I get frustrated. Because I don't remember what I even had when I got the Pro 4, but I just stuck with it and I got, I got consistent. So again, a lot of these paddles are really fun. The Quanta, again, if you've got $99, you're looking for the best paddle for $99, no brainer, it's Quanta.
Yeah.
But overall, the best paddle I still feel like on the market today is probably the Boomstick. It just feels good. The quality out of the box, the handle length, the shape of it. The weights that we know are not legal for tournament play, but where they come stock on the paddle, it just opens up the sweet spot. The sound is fun. It's fun to joke every time you hit a good shot. It's obligation to yell Boomstick. So that makes it kind of fun.
You do.
Or boom. If it's a really good shot, it's just boom. If it's decent, it's Boomstick.
But if it also flies onto the other court, Boomstick is always the first thing you hear. Oh, the opponents are saying, "Oh, it's a Boomstick."
But so
you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
I hit a ball that went to the other side of the building.
Yeah.
With what paddle?
With that freaking NF. It was such a bad shot. Seriously.
And he yelled, "Home run!" And we're like, that's not a thing in pickleball, but it's fine. So
it was such a bad shot. I don't even remember what it was, an overhead that I just hit straight out. But you hit a lot of those with that paddle. You hit a lot of shots where you just missed it because you hit it too hard.
I almost knocked the Pickler sign off the wall.
Which is 15 feet up.
25 feet up. And that thing was, So no, again, I don't play the best with it. I don't play the best with it.
The keyword was fun. It's fun to hit the sign.
But again, because Samson was put on house arrest by his wife, I was able to use it this week because he wasn't using it. So I wanted to spend time with it, and I do. I really, really like the Boomstick. It's a fun paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so your guys' number one paddles, you can get them at pickleballcentral.com. Yep. The reason why I go to Pickleball Central is because you get the points. That's huge, in there. Yeah. You get the points. Their return, it's easier to return to Pickleball Central than it is directly to the paddle manufacturers.
30 days, 100%. No questions asked.
They really don't ask anything.
You just don't like it doesn't matter. You just send it back.
Yeah.
But the good thing is these new paddles, you're going to like them. So
Yeah, you're most likely going to like them and put some time in to those. So,
is anyone else doing credit? If you buy something, you get credit online for the future purchases. I don't feel like anyone. I don't know of anyone else. That's a huge thing, I think, for Pickleball Central.
I don't know, but those guys, like I said, I've worked with them for a long time, but I've tested their claims, and when you're spending money at Pickleball Central after 3 or 4 paddles, because I would assume, like, and I see this with a lot of people, they're buying paddles about every 3 months, every 3 to 6 months, right? Because there's some new technology. I don't think it's because their paddle wears out. I think they just want the new thing.
Shiny.
Yeah, the new shiny object. And so...
Well, it's guys like Brett that want to use 5 paddles in one game. So
Not anymore.
Not anymore, dude. I
staying loyal.
And it was hard. It's hard for me to stick with one paddle. I'll tell you that. It shouldn't be. So the last paddle I want to talk about is the Waves. So we had Christian play with the Waves paddle.
Yeah.
He loved that paddle.
It's good.
He loved it. So he came from 11.624 Vapor Power, that turquoise one, and not the Alpha Power. And I think he's going to switch over to that paddle. And he's used a lot of paddle.
Has he used a foam paddle before, or is that his first foam paddle, as far as you know?
I think that is his first foam one. That's a good question. I don't know, but I think that is his first one. So once again, send us paddles if you want them testing them. But you guys, and I know a lot of people don't make it this far. Once again, I'm going to clip this and put it at the start. Please watch. Hey, we got almost to 4 minutes watch time, though. We almost doubled our watch time, boys.
Nice job. Look at Marcus with energy. Makes a difference.
It makes a big difference. And we are like skipping church right now, which makes me feel bad. But anyways, I'm pumped about this tournament. We're either going to be in Beijing this week or Vegas.
Vegas.
We'll figure it out.
About the same.
Pretty close to the same experience.
If we go to Vegas, we should eat some Chinese food, so it's kind of the same anyway.
Oh yeah, we'll get that experience
dim sum
down there. But if we're gonna go down to Vegas, we should get us in a tournament. We'll figure something out. We'll figure, like, it's hard to get into the tournament now because it closed tonight, or it closes today.
Are you talking about playing in the tournament?
Yeah, we should play in the tournament.
I would love that. Really?
I could set it up to where we like played against Chris Olsen. I mean, they would have to mess with my duper to get me there, but
dude, let's do it. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm liking where you're going with this.
Okay, you boys are awesome. Thank you so much. And any last words, Samson?
No, thanks for having us, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus, thanks for my gifts.
Go BYU when you're looking for the gifts.
Enjoy the helmet.
Enjoy your helmet. That sounds so bad.